Hey, thanks for watching the channel here at TJ Sim here. If you want some discounts on some awesome sim racing products, check out my link tree here in the description. Discount code for everything that accepts discount codes is TJR Sim. Discount code TJR Sim. Thanks for watching. See you later. Alrighty, so I got all the parts kind of laid out here. Quite a few parts. It actually looks pretty easy to do. They got a nice instructional manual here. And looks like the seat itself is actually part of the kind of the base here where everything connects to. So pretty interesting little layout here as well. So anyway, put this all together, and with the power of the internet, it'll be done. All right, so I would say, I'm surprised they don't come with some flat washers, because it's pretty, there's not a lot of room there for this socket head cap screw to grab onto this metal. And then it is slotted here, which makes it nice so you can move it back and forth a little bit within the slot, but just so you can get it tightened up, because once you tighten up the front ones here, it's not going anywhere. You're not gonna be able to slide this. But the neat thing is that you have with these adjusters, right? So you can just slide this forward and backwards to where you want it. And then same here for your front, for where your wheel mount will be. So pretty cool, Coming together nicely. All right, I found a couple M8 washers in my garage I'm gonna use. And the reason being is because when you go to tighten it down, zoom in, you can see you start to, deform the metal underneath there, right? Which over time, moving the rig around is gonna be damaged, and you're going to just have a through hole there with this loose. So easy fix, put an M8 washer there, and boom, there you go. All right, that way it looks like this here. So tighten it down and got a much better secure and hold. Okay, just to add, I missed a step here back on this. I was supposed to add this brace down here, which easy peasy, 4 screws. So I'll undo those 2, add the 4 screws. So nice finishing touch. So just to see that little piece, that threaded insert there, actually comes out of this fairly easy. It wasn't nothing I really did. I just noticed when I was setting in the rig that this wasn't quite straight. This wasn't quite straight this way when I was setting in the rig. And I was like, well, what's going on? Did I not tighten this up? And yep, I got it good and tight. This one's good and solid as well. But yeah, it just was pushed down a little bit. So that's a pity. So really, as you can see it kind of goes down. So if you are torquing on your wheel, you're gonna have this thing moving around on you, which is no good. No bueno. Front's good and solid. Actually, this doesn't move around over here, and this is fairly fine. I got to put the 2 set screws in here, but this seems fine and sturdy enough for your TV. But yeah, just that part. The only way to fix it really is to get another piece in from the manufacturer with another insert, which would be easy enough to fix. For spare parts, or drill hole all the way through and stud nut it, put a nut on the back side of it, and that would be the easiest, quickest way to fix it. And moving around on you like that. All right, so that's the only really issue I found with it, was that these I find until you get your TV mounted up there, you'll have a little bit of slack. You do get a little bit of marring here as well until you figure out where you want to mount it. But it does come with the hardware to mount it. The seat position is fairly good, actually. So I haven't put the wheel and stuff on here yet, but I'm just going over the actual rig itself. And you can see that I could move the pedal tray forward and backwards, you know, and then tighten it up. Of course, wherever you get it, when you need it, you know, you're gonna have to get off the rig and tighten it up. That's very common to do. Once I put the pedals up here, I think this angle will work probably pretty good for me. And then the adjustability here, as far as this goes, let me loosen it up. So yeah, raise and lower it to your liking. So, and then once you go too far, you knock the little plastic grommet out. That is not too big of a deal, to be honest, because I knock these little dang things off all the time. My dog's tail knocks these off. These little end caps here off all the time on my expensive 80-20 rig. So I wouldn't ding that on this rig here, as far as that goes. And again, when you tighten these up, I like that this is a non-painted surface. That way you don't see the scratches or anything from when you adjust it and tighten it up. But that's something you won't really notice anyways. But I'll put the wheel on here, do some driving, and see, you know, if I feel anything. I'll put a monitor on here as well. But this is just so far what I'm finding on this rig. Shifter plate is nice and low. So once you add your taller shifter here, you can, you know, it should be in about the right spot. Looks like I can, of course, adjust it forward and backwards a little bit. So maybe I need it to myself a little bit more. Could do that. Give it a tight. Same thing here. Moving this in and out. And just give it a tighten up. As far as what components fit on here, check the website for it. For the descriptions, be an Amazon link to this as well, so you'll know. Now, I do notice, see, like this is down a little bit, right? So this is gonna bug the crap out of me on here. So that's a no good. That will have to be fixed. Whether I can contact them to send me another plate or not, or I just drill it through. Anyway, let's put stuff on here and see. Alrighty, so the easiest way to mount up the pedals for this particular rig. Now these are the the Logitech Pro pedals here, and they do have the standard mounting for all of them, so you can utilize all 6 bolts. But it's just simply to remove the two bolts on either side of this, right? And then just pick this straight up and down. That way you can just see where you need to mount everything. Then of course, you know, just slide it back into position, lower it down to where you want it, and set it right. So that's the part that takes a little bit of adjusting once you get in the rig to see the angle that you're going to want these pedals at, right? But yeah, that's the and as you can see here, I'm down at a pretty far angle with these pedals, so you can't, what I'm noticing is you can't utilize all the angles that this has to offer because the plate's in the way down there, as you can see, right? So, that's a pity. It's another pity on this particular rig. So you can't, I don't know how you're gonna be able to utilize it, right? This has to slide over the shaft. So that's another ding on this particular setup, because if you were to bend these outwards, you know, you're gonna mess up for these bottom adjustments, right? So yeah, that's probably the lowest I can go on this, so it's not gonna be very comfortable for me. I would need this pedal set down much further for the height of me. Alrighty, just one more slight issue I found. It's almost perfect at an angle, but when you're trying to put this screw in straight down, this is for the Logitech G Pro, it is just ever so slightly off. So this hole, I would suggest, needs to be a little bit oblonged. I find this actually happens a lot on a lot of rigs, to where this top third hole is not exactly perfect. And so same thing, you can utilize the 2 back ones really nice and easy, as long as you have the front one off, or you can utilize 2 in this arrangement, or just drill this out a little bit more, that'd be good. And so since I don't feel like drilling out that hole a little bit more, I will, I will utilize it in this way. Just using this one and this one just to keep it from moving around. Alrighty, so I got it adjusted where I wanted it here. So it's really nice, nice layout here. When I was looking at the pedals, I was actually able to push them far enough out to where they feel comfortable, even though that the angle of them was quite high. But yeah, that actually works. That's working really good. And as far as the angle of this goes, works really good. Now, I will say that it has a couple adjuster screws right here on each side. One there and one there. So once you tighten those up, that'll keep this from moving around in the little slots. So in those little grooves there, it'll keep it from moving around on there. Now don't expect super tight setup with something like this. If you want something that doesn't move at all, you're gonna have to do 80-20 rigs. These are just a little bit more designed to be more cost effective, but they did have a good solution here to tighten this up. So normally you don't really notice too much play. Let me mount this here. I mean, you see it here, but when you're driving, it's not really noticeable. Now, I would like that the TV, I mean, it's quite far away from me. I would love to be able to have an adjustment where I could pull the TV closer to me. However, being that this is $359 price range here, not too far off, not too bad, right? And of course, you can mount the TV to it. I chose not to mount the TV to it because I actually don't have the old TV mounts to mount to it. I just have this on a swivel arm. So for me, it was just easier just to leave it as it is and run through the setup here. So I'll throw on a game here, finish plugging it all in, and see what my final thoughts are on this. Yeah. Shift with those paddles.
Oh. I got this, bro. Give me a moment. I'm trying to get the hang of this.
You gotta stay on the track.
What?
Stay on the track.
No, dirt.